welcome to Meta Tripping. It was suggested to me that I can do individual type readings, so I'm going to test it out and see how I feel about the commitment level and frequency as far as how me being able to deliver it with the other projects that I'm working on. So we are starting with Aries for the week of April 15th, 2019. All right. Alright, so in the mind placement, we have the Three of Swords, accented by the Hermit. The first piece of clairaudient advice that I'm getting is that you need to make wiser choices along your path. Basically, look where you're going. The Three of Swords energy typically could be indicative of a separation between a connection with another. It can be feeling betrayed, but the energy, and that's just on the intellectual level according to the traditional meanings, but with this card in the mental placement, I'm just getting that the Aries mind has suffered, would I say emotional setbacks, has suffered disappointments that have made it clear that the right assessments need to be made regarding different people, especially those who have been, who have made Aries feel kind of pushed to the side or left out or what have you. I think the Aries mind at this point is feeling like it's time to break off, kind of on one's own and see what a fresh path in life will bring. The Hermit card with an accent, I mean, it is a loner card. It is a card of going within. It's major arcana. So while this is the mental placement, the soul is going through a major transition, and I'm getting the message from Spirit that everything you want is in your heart, Aries. You only have to look out at the world without fear. That's your task, so that you'll be able to basically flow with the tides. I think the Aries mind has suffered a jumble, and I do the feel of it on an empathic level. It feels like rewiring, probably on a metabiological level, is taking place. And as you resist it, it kind of stalls, and in that stall, there's a lot of confusion and fear and anxiety. If you don't resist it, your perceptual abilities, that your insights, the way you can look at things and call them for what they are. Your ability to process data it feels like it's going to vastly improve. Your reaction times, all of that will vastly improve. So I think it's, rather than resist the metabiological rewiring that's taking place this week, your best bet is you can journal, even if you don't keep the journal page, just to get you through the week. You can organize your thoughts on paper to help you find paths to explore within, because it feels like now the Aries mind is in a place where, how would I describe that energy, and what is that energy? Like, your insights will bear fruit. So collect your insights. Because I am still working on the brevity challenge, we're going to move on to the next cards, and the next cards are Knight of Coins reversed and the Empress reversed. Knight of Coins reversed, in the body placement, there's a lethargy this week for Aries moons, Aries rising, or those who have a particularly strong Aries energy in their birth chart. I do think that has to do with the metabiological rewiring. I also get the vibe, like, in a way you're being shocked awake, but like the level at which it's happening it's kind of like whatever part of you, just a moment. Whatever part of you got kind of like stuck in a daze because of what it feels like is because of emotional shocks. That part that kind of went into, or just got locked in a loop, it could be an old trauma pattern. You're being shocked awake now. You're being shaken so that you can proceed with your plans that came from spirit, so that you can proceed with your plans. The Empress is reversed, accompanying it. So this lethargy is accompanied by a lot of irritation. Just a moment. Kind of, I guess, like it seems like a feeling of closed doors, or a feeling of like, just a moment. It feels like it could be coming from other people. So some of this being shocked awake energy can be coming from other people who have grievances, or are reflecting the grievances that you have within. It's basically the things you have to do, and there's an exhaustion around them, and also a percentage of contemplation about what you really want to do. Like, is this what I really want to do in whatever given situation? But there isn't much time being spent with that aspect, or trying to develop that question, because there's like not really time to ponder it at this time. I can maybe go back to that with advice cards afterwards, I'm not sure. Okay, and in the soul placement, the Nine of Swords is met with the 10 of Staffs, which is also like the 10 of Wands, fire element. So what I'm getting from this is a feeling of the Nine of Swords card. What I'm getting from this is a feeling of like futility, where Aries suns, moons, and ascendants. Hold on. are having this feeling of like, it feels like there's so much longer to go to get where you want to get, and there's a feeling of wanting to quit. Now, mind you, Chiron is in Aries, and Chiron is developing bravery in this area, whatever it applies to. You'll know because it'll resonate with you. So if Chiron is testing you, there is that vulnerable part within that sense of weakness, that sense of things being too heavy. But the bottom line is, this is how you build spiritual muscle. And your spirit guides are not letting up on you. And you're irritated with it this week.